His Royal Highness Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, cut the ribbon to reopen the newly expanded Royal Canadian Regiment Museum on 30 June 1983. Brigadier General retired now Philip Spencer accompanied the Duke on this memorable occasion. But before inviting Philip Spencer to speak about it, we should note that the ribbon cutting ceremony was the beginning of a multiple day event to mark the RCR Centennial in 1983.
Casting my mind back, if I could, 38 years from now, in 1983, I had the privilege of serving as the base commander of Canadian Forces Base London. I was also the host for the Centennial weekend. And as you mentioned, our program included many significant events, including just a few like the trooping of the colors, which was unique in itself because 5 regimental colors were trooped. And then there was a large reunion of the association, a military tattoo, and of course, our key topic today, the reopening of the newly renovated museum. So I remember quite clearly the excitement that was in the air as HRH Prince Philip arrived at London Airport, as you mentioned, on Thursday, the 30th of June. I remember there were several dignitaries at the airport, and of course, they were all led by our then colonel of the regiment, Colonel Tom Lawson. Well, as I remember, after he inspected the honor guard provided by 1 RCR, His Royal Highness was whisked away to Woodholm, that is the Lawson estate at the time, in an open white convertible, accompanied by Colonel Tom and a security detail from the RCMP. Well, at the reopening itself on the museum, it was really, as I recall, a very intimate regimental gathering. Well, after greeting special guests at the front entrance, and I remember the guests were including J. Allen Taylor, Richard and Beryl Ivy, I believe, and Lorraine Shuttleworth. And after the ceremonial cutting of the ribbon, Prince Philip entered what we called the memorial foyer at the north end and proceeded on to the main reception area and the various displays. Now, Captain John Bray assisted me then as the museum curator, and he was a superb tour guide to the royal visit. God bless him. Well, Prince Philip was very interested in the galleries, and he asked some very, very pertinent questions in his usual direct style. As I recall, he was particularly interested in many of the weapons and the equipment used by the soldiers of the regiment over the years. But all in all, he was really a very easygoing guest, very interested in what was going on, and it was quite unforgettable. It really was, the reopening of the museum was that highlight of Centennial weekend. And just as a note, following his visit, the museum was open to the public